Oh, how are you, Mr. Roundup? How are you, buddy? It's a little rainy outside, isn't it? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm out in my barn today. Yesterday it was cold yesterday, but it was gorgeous and sunny and just a really nice, clear day. Today we are rainy and wet, and if there is one thing that goats cannot stand, and that is water. This is Roundup, and his brother is Santo, short for Monsanto. My little weed killers, huh? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know how long you're going to stand here while I talk. You're probably going to get up in my camera and ruin my shot. I wanted to hop on here today because I had two articles pop up in my feed that I read in the morning this week about a new partnership with Ring doorbell and Flock cameras. Now, I kind of addressed this in another video. It's funny how these videos, I always talk about connecting the dots. And sometimes these videos that one I brought up, takes a while to come full circle. Sometimes it doesn't take very long at all.
It's a spyware that allows them to get into your phone. It could decode apps. It gets into basically all the information that's in your phone.
But this one's different. This is the Ring doorbell camera. So first we have ICE able to access an app in your phone. Now, Ring doorbell has allowed Flock, which is used by ICE and other types of law enforcement, to access the camera on your doorbell. Now, it does talk about it being voluntary if you feel that you've seen something could help them, find somebody. But these are the two names of the articles. Ring cameras are about to get increasingly chummy with law enforcement. And the other one is titled Amazon Ring Security Camera Moving Deeper into Law Enforcement with Flock Safety. I took out a couple clips from these articles that kind of stood out to me, and I thought I would read them to you guys just so you can kind of hear where this stuff is going. One of the paragraphs that stood out was, according to Flock's announcement, its Ring partnership allows local law enforcement members to use Flock software to send a direct post in the Ring Neighbors app, which details about the investigation and requests voluntary assistance. Requests must include specific location and time frame of the incident, a unique investigation code, and details about what is being investigated. And users can look at the request anonymously, Flock said. All right, here's the other one, a Flock of privacy concerns. Outside its software platforms, Flock is known for license plate recognition cameras. Flock customers can also search footage from Flock cameras using descriptors to find people such as man in blue shirt and cowboy hat. Besides law enforcement agencies, Flock says 6,000 communities and 1,000 businesses use their products. So, oh, look at it's Joseph. Come on. Come here. It's another little goat. So, again, we're connecting dots here. I am. You can see where now they're like, hey, knock, knock. Yeah, so would you like to have this on your Ring doorbell camera? Because if somebody, a porch pirate comes up and steals your package, all we have to do is you tell us it was a man in a blue shirt and a cowboy hat, and we'll probably find him. And this all sounds great until what happens if it identifies you and it wasn't you? How do you prove it, right? Now we're talking about these digital IDs that will be on your, they're coming, you guys. I really hope nobody out there is like, oh my God, she's being paranoid. They really are coming. And again, as crappy as that's going to be, because it just basically puts you all into this photo ID database. The scary part is when you don't have that photo on your phone, because we're all, I'm not saying I will be, but some of us will accept chips or whatever. But that's the scary part, when you don't have a way to prove it's you and they're telling you it's you. And, softwares have glitches. And I think it's important to think about that, because it could happen, a mistaken identity. In fact, I think I had talked about this in another video, maybe not. The movie with Tom Cruise, The Minority Report, is that what it's called? That's what that whole movie is about, is it being based off of, I think, retinal. They were reading retinols and that, and it was mistaken. And so he's, trying to run away from the law. And what do you have on your, is that just a little muscle? But I wanted to show you guys something that I have invested in, because I do feel that it will just be at a point where we have, drones flying around, scanning our faces to make sure we're in our perimeter. And there just really won't be a whole lot of places you can go without your facial recognition constantly being scanned to check back in. And I think that it will be harder to get things to protect your identity from that. When I really started realizing how much these cameras were being used and kind of implemented and advancing and integrating into other things, that's when I kind of had that thought, like, I wonder if there's something out there, like what would help you evade being recognized on facial recognition. So facial recognition is a special type of infrared lighting that is able to create a three-dimensional map of your face. So using, like, the old COVID masks or sunglasses or anything that you think you can wear on your face to block it, you're probably not, because it is infrared light. So once I realized that, I got online out of curiosity, and I started looking for things that, what could you use to block essentially the infrared technology? Well, I didn't really find anything, but interesting enough, since our phones listen to, everything we do, it wasn't too long that after searching for that I stumbled upon another creator's channel of Business Reform, I think is what it's called. I'll also put a link to that in here since I'm, talking about his channel. He's a pretty cool guy. He's very like low key, one tone, but funny. One of those kind of people. Very informed, very smart, and does a lot of experiments with things that are coming out and, what's out there, what's available to kind of break that system. And he had talked about some sunglasses that he found that had a special coating on them that blocked the infrared light. And so I looked it up. They were very expensive. They were over $200. And I wasn't too excited about the glasses because they were green lens and, infrared, green blocks. And I was like, that'd be cool, but I wasn't going to spend that much money. And I'm not going to walk around with green lens sunglasses. That's just not my thing. So I quickly found, not too long after that, found another website, and it was also glasses, but they were a lot cooler in the sense where you could get plain glasses, or you could get glasses that transitioned into sunglasses, or just plain sunglasses. And the company is called Zenni, Zenni. And coincidentally, not too much longer after that, that same channel that I had found did a report on those glasses. So I wanted to show you guys, there's like 16 pages of different styles and, mix match and everything like that. But I did order a pair And I hope to have a few pairs because I do believe that it's going to be really hard to get access to these kinds of things because they don't want you not being able to be identified. So it took about, gosh, maybe a week, and they came in the mail, and they came in this really nice little plastic case. They sell nicer cases, but again, I am fairly cheap. But this is the ones I got. I'm kind of an aviator kind of girl, but nice, thin, very well built. They're a little dirty, but you got grass in your mouth. But I'll put them on for you guys so you can see what they look like. They're just plain glasses, and that's what I like about them. These tint a little bit when you go outside, kind of like the old 70s guys where they kind of have those like tinted glasses, but you can still see through them. That's what these do. And I will say, I haven't done any special camera to see what if it really does it, but I will say I cannot open my iPhone camera or my facial recognition on my iPhone. It will not register with these on. So there is something working. And I like the idea of just going to, say, like Walmart, where as soon as you get in the parking lot, it's just like those are the places that I will wear these. I know I sound really paranoid, but many of you out there may not have a problem with it, and that's fine. But I like my privacy, and I think what's happening right now is just not fair, to be honest with you. It's not fair. We are becoming just money objects for these large corporations out there that have invested a lot of money into this technology. And why they're creating it, what the purpose of it. I mean, all I could think about is just how to control us. And I'll be a Sarah Connor if I have to, because I believe in our liberties, and I just think that stuff like this is taking it away. It's not fair, but there's not much we can do, and I'm going to do what I can on my part, and that's just little things like staying ahead of the game as much as you can, and doing what you can to try to avoid all that. I'll show you guys this little. There's a couple of cleaning cloths that it comes with. Maybe I'll take a closer picture, but it shows what it does. You're going to try to eat that, aren't you? But they're pretty cool. Oh, and the price of these. So I'm working on building my credit back up. I've had many things happen to me over the last 6-7 years that have really changed my life. But one of them was my credit was destroyed in a situation I was in. So I've been slowly building my credit back up. These guys allow you to do the get now, pay later, or whatever it is. And I know a lot of people rip on that. I would not encourage just anyone to use it if you didn't need to, but I'm using it to build my credit back up. So I have the ability to pay them. I'm not going to, fall behind on payments or anything like that. So these ended up being, with a little discount code that they offered, just under $70. So, and I think my payments per month are like 14. Of course, you're going to pay $1 million in interest. And I don't extend it out to the point where I pay all the interest. I actually will probably try to pay it off in like 2 or 3 payments. And that's on purpose, again, because I want to build my credit anyway. But yeah, so I think it's really important just to, again, stay aware of these things. I'm not paranoid. I'm really not. I'm just more, I say there's 2 people in life. You're either a Smokey the Bear or you're a fire marshal Bull. Some people, are 100% comfortable just cruising along, and if a fire pops up, putting it out, right? Like, just no big deal. I'm a Smokey the Bear. Like, I want to prevent the fires. So I always look ahead, see what I can do to keep things as calm as possible. And the situation I've been in the last 6 years has taught me how to put those fires out if they do pop up all of a sudden. So, I'm not someone who can't adapt. I'm very adaptable. Aw, you just stood here the whole time like a good boy. You're so sweet. Anyway, Roundup and I are going to sign out for today. All right, everybody, I hope you have a great day, and I'll be back with another video. Take care. I love you. You sweet boy.